Hello, and welcome to Marvel Rivals. Gentlemen, it's been about 6 months since my last video, and in the meantime, I've been in the temples, reading scriptures and prophesizing.
We smoking runts.
But whilst I was in the temples, I became a Marvel Rivals player. I am aware that I have fallen in dark times, brothers. In addition to my current addiction, I have also become one of the worst types of Marvel Rival players, a Scarlet Witch main.
What your Rivals main says about you, Part 1, Scarlet Witch. You look like this. Your fingers have not left your
I don't think that's fair.
So in order to beat the Scarlet Witch main accusations, I will do the unthinkable and accept them. And therefore, I'm also gonna make a fucking guide on them. Now, allow me to begin with ego death. Let's go over the very basics of this game, the requirements.
What, you want some dick?
Aiming, not required. Just left click and let Jesus take the wheel and you will kill them. Not being blind, optional. Next requirement, possessing 2 hands. Again, optional. You see, the only hand you really need is your right hand, just so you can hold the left click. And if you don't have your left hand, you can just use your face on the keyboard since you're not going to use your eyes to aim. Finally, the PC specs. Now, playing any other character except Scarlet Witch, you would probably need some new gen specs. However, playing Scarlet Witch, you just need an Intel Pentium 2.4 from 2000. Left click.
KO control.
Simple stuff. Smoke, crack, left click, kill, repeat.
I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see.
Now let me pose the following question. Have you ever wanted to connect with nature by becoming a homeless person, throwing poop at passerbys while you hide in the woods? Well, you can do that with your right click ability, but instead of throwing poop, you're throwing magic orbs. Mystic projection. This is gonna be your primary movement ability. You're gonna be pressing shift to walk into the enemy lines and destroy any healers you see in your path, along with their undead ancestors, because you're gonna be in ghost form throughout the whole time, haunting their backline so deep that you're gonna be inflicting generational damage. However, this ability is gonna play differently in higher ranks. For now, keep it in mind as an in and out tool. Dark Seal. It's a stun. Just throw, press E and you stun. That's it. Your ulti. Think about a bad suicide bomber that sucks at his job. Well, this is essentially you whilst ulting, with the difference that your ulti takes about 7 business days for you to explode. Meaning that any enemy that's deaf and can't hear the screaming you make whilst ulting will be annihilated, along with full health tanks. Now that we have the abilities out the way, let's discuss something. Why would someone play Scarlet Witch? She doesn't have any Gunnar skins like Psylocke and Venom. And she also doesn't do that much damage. Is something a fucking silver beta player would say. Listen to me, you hard stuck gold Punisher mains. You might be pulling 40k damage, but that means jack shit when you have 7 kills. I swear to God, this is what Punisher mains do. These guys will sit all game long on their turret, farming damage, complaining about Scarlet Witch when the Scarlet Witch player is in the middle of a fucking war in the enemy backline, harassing the healers, the flyers, fucking anybody. Next time I see a teammate on chat telling me to switch from Scarlet Witch, I'm gonna go on ebay.com, I'm gonna buy 100 used smoke detectors with their batteries almost used up, and I'm gonna put them in a Punisher player's ceiling. So next time your team asks you why you're playing Wanda, you're gonna give them the following quote by Diogenes. In a gold lobby with a Punisher, there is no place to spit but his face. Okay, let's simplify things. Scarlet Witch is a sustained damage DPS, perfect for annoying your enemies to the point of a mental breakdown. Now, top 500 Scarlet Witch players will tell you to play Scarlet Witch as a cuck second dive DPS that follows your main DPS around and picks off any weak enemies, essentially feeding off the crumbs of the first DPS player.
I feel very safe when you're around me.
Right on, man.
You have a very comforting presence.
Bro, we ain't no goddamn bitches. Listen to how this is gonna work. As I mentioned before, you're gonna be using your shift to go in and out. Your main plan is to pick off any DPS or healers out of position, including the healers that are going to be in the very back of the enemy backline. You basically have to become a chameleon.
I'm like a chameleon. I can adapt to any situation, camouflage, any color, any environment.
In the meantime, if you do not have any space to pick off enemies, you have to be in the enemy backline poking with your left click, and that's where the true mind games begin. What you're basically doing is, you're annoying them so much that you're baiting them into their backline to try and get a free kill. But by the time they are out of position, you peace out. They're going to be playing checkers. They're going to be playing checkers. What? Oh, what the fuck? New Scarlet Witch team-up ability, Wanda finally in the meta? This cannot be. I must go to the temples. My lord, you must tell me, are the rumors true? Is Scarlet Witch finally in the meta?
It is true. A new team-up with Doctor Strange has taken place, and the new ability has been granted. It makes your left click even more powerful and OP.
Oh my god.
However, there is one setback.
What is it?
You have to aim.
Oh. So this ability works in the following way. You press C and fucking bombard the enemy with raw force and power. Forget playing chess whilst they're playing checkers. Bitch, we playing Call of Duty. Whilst pressing C, you cancel out the right click ability and you start shooting missiles at the direction you're aiming. So hopefully, using this guide, you'll be able to take care of the rage bait Spider-Man in your backline. Leave me alone! And God willing, climb out of silver. Now, before we close this video off, I'd like to thank our sponsor for today, myself. And I would like to urge you to like this video and subscribe to this channel to assist in the potential mitigation of World War III. Also, before we close this off, I'd like to mention the fact that someone on Reddit contacted me after watching the previous video and tried to become my slave. I love you. Proving my guide correct for one more time. Yep, so that was it. See you motherfuckers in like 7 months.